What is a fatal error? I want you to understand how serious what is being said here. You could think of these words like a curse placed over the black community until the error is resolved. But I'm not the one casting spells. I'm just telling you the truth. In computing, a fatal error occurs when a device has a massive failure, leaving it unable to function properly until the problem is resolved. This is the exact state that the black community is in. There is a variety of issues within the black community that need to be resolved, difficulties handed down to us through history. Instead of analyzing such issues, fatal error focuses on one particular issue that, if resolved, would start a mass awakening in the black community, beginning a new era for the black community unlike anything we have ever seen. True healing everywhere in mass. If the black community is unable to resolve this fatal error, then we will never rise as a people, only individually. And those who have led us to destruction will continue to profit from our deaths forever. So what is the fatal error? Just watch and understand.
How to destroy a Negro. Over time our tactics have changed. The ways of the past are outdated and far too obvious. Our thinking has evolved and our methods have been perfected. The most effective way to destroy the Negro is to have them destroy themselves. Incentivize destructive lifestyles, reward ignorance, give large platforms to those who glorify everything that brings death, and allow them to inspire the youth. Our main weapon against the Negro is the Negro. Use their own culture to keep their communities in a cloud of ignorance, and never allow another true leader to rise. If carried out properly, even when a leader does emerge, not only will Negros not accept them, they will vilify them, while we remain in the shadows, profiting from their death. Fatal error.
What type of world would you create if you rewarded the worst type of behavior? What would happen if you gave massive platforms to people who glorify everything that destroys us? What if you elevated them and made them millionaires? What would happen if you did this for generations? What effect do you think it would have on the people watching? Would it have any effect at all? If you think the answer is no, then you're on the wrong side of our fatal error. Influence isn't easily measured, leading some to dismiss its effect and blame any issues solely on personal responsibility. Denying the effect that influence has on people is what gives it unimaginable power. Defined, influence is the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something. Influence isn't forcing someone to do anything. It's raising the possibility of them doing it by continually promoting something. Think of an advertisement that somehow keeps popping up everywhere. The company that's selling the product wants as many people to see the advertisement as possible. Let's say 10,000 people see their ad. Maybe 3,500 people entirely ignore the ad. But let's say everyone else either considers purchasing or actually does purchase the product. No one was forced to do anything. They were influenced to. But if the company never promoted their product, then no one would have purchased anything. So what has been promoted to the black community? I want you to think of this in terms of advertising campaigns, because that's exactly what is happening. People wearing business suits while sitting in corporate buildings are putting together marketing campaigns centered around black culture. Their goal is to expose their product to the masses in hopes of making as much money as possible. So what are they promoting, and who is their target audience? Would they target the youth? And if so, what message is being given? They use our own culture against us and have become wealthy doing so. Don't dismiss the massive influence that rap music has within the black community. Rap music is by far the loudest voice that black people have on the entire planet. Rap in and of itself isn't bad, it's just an art form. The continual promotion of violence, drugs, and disrespect to women is the issue. And this is literal promotion. Millions of dollars are spent promoting artists who glorify the destruction of the black community, and faceless people in business suits are working to get the message out to the masses, acting as if there isn't a new black child who's been shot to death on the news every day, entirely ignoring the fact that our neighborhoods are plagued with violence, continually promoting the disrespect of women as if many of us didn't grow up without our fathers. The house is on fire. You can't stop people from making whatever type of music they want. We have the freedom of speech. But why would the loudest message coming out of our most powerful voice on the planet be promoting our own destruction? Let me say that again. Why would the loudest message coming out of our most powerful voice on the planet be promoting our own destruction? This should be easily understood, but it isn't. And anyone who speaks any level of truth is viewed as an outsider. Hey, we're all stupid in here, and you're trying to make us not. Get out. There is an entire dimension of people that are brainwashed, and that dimension is much larger than you think. Maybe everything that's killing us shouldn't be the main message that we hear.
The house is on fire.
How to destroy the Negro. When their house is on fire, give them gasoline, and have their own people instruct them to douse it over the flames. They won't convince the others without payment, so either give them money, or some gold chains. That's how you create some pawns. Have them come up with a trendy saying using their own vernacular, something like, make it rain, gasoline all on my house, and put it in a song. The Negroes love music and seem to have no issue when it blatantly promotes their own destruction. Of course, there will be some, watching the chaos, wondering what is going on. Why are people burning down their own houses and screaming make it rain, make it rain? The other Negroes will never listen. This is why we reward those who push our narrative. The Negroes will be so excited that one of their own got a gold chain for doing something stupid, that they'll be burning down their houses by the thousands. Never reward those who question our tactics. Never allow them to speak. Ignore them. The house is not on fire. Fatal error.
Make it rain, gasoline all on my house. Set your place on fire, gasoline gon' put it out. Make it rain, gasoline all on my house. Gasoline all on my house, gasoline all on my house.
In no way, shape, or form is the distributing record label trying to influence human beings or otherwise to light their homes on fire and attempt to put out the flame with gasoline. Too Dumb to Care Records is not liable for any damages or loss of life associated with the song Make It Rain.
Let's take rap music. Same people who own the labels own the prisons. It seems really kind of suspicious that the records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
In real life, if you do or glorify bad things, there's death, there's jail time, and there's dishonor waiting for you.
Yeah.
In the rap game, if you do or glorify bad things, there's money, fame, popularity, and legendary status waiting for you. That's why everybody want to be a rapper. It's the OGs in hip hop. It's the ones that's 40-something years old. I hate when I see these gray-haired clout chasers who still talking about, and I send my young boys to come and wet your whole block up, and da-da-da, and they still glorifying this. I look at with a Jim Jones, you could do better, brother. I love you too much. I love you too much to not be honest with you.
Miss me with the rhetoric about what I do in my music. I get money off my music. Don't tell me how to make my dollars. You gotta watch whose names you mentioning out here. Because my little cousin might not like how you mention my name. And then he might want to slap a dread out your head just because he don't understand that you using my name for fame and he don't understand that. It's out now. It ain't no best way to have a conversation. He got to see me when he see me now.
Over the years, a number of people have spoken out against the negative influence that hip-hop has within the black community, but we have yet to see any meaningful change in that direction. The hope is that society will wake up and question why death is being promoted to a group of people plagued with violence. Any such thinking never seems to continue past the interview, and once the cameras go off, it's back to your regular programming. The control that hip-hop has over the black community can only be compared to a magic spell, putting masses of people into a trance, where they not only give their attention to, but also defend nonsense. They'll say things like, "It's only music," foolishly attempting to use 3 simple words to stop genuine logic. It's not only music. It's something that people give massive amounts of attention to. It's something that rewards the type of behavior that destroys the community. It's like a lottery for degeneracy, and whoever can glorify violence and disrespect women in the most unique ways gets the golden ticket. They'll say things like, "There's violence in video games. Why aren't you saying anything about that?" Yes, there is violence in video games and movies, but we're not seeing kids who play Call of Duty get shot up multiple times a week. On the other hand, black communities throughout the United States struggle with violence. Black men make up only 6% of the US population, but account for more than half of gun deaths each year. Black Americans make up the majority of gun homicide victims, despite only being 13% of the population. Sounds like a problem, right? Sounds like maybe we shouldn't be promoting violence. People defend foolishness while ignoring or attacking anything positive, and that is a fatal error. What happens if good messages never go viral again? How can we ever build when our attention is going towards destruction? What happens if we never support people who want to steer the black community in the right direction again? No more heroes. They were from an era that has passed, and with the direction we're heading isn't coming back.
So, I want you to sign with us, and you want to sign with us, and we want you to want to sign with us. Now, let me ask you guys a couple of questions. Do you cuss on your records?
Yeah.
Do you defile women with your lyrics?
Yeah.
Do you, fondle your genitalia on stage?
Yeah. Whenever possible.
Do you glorify violence or advocate the use of guns as a way of solving civil disputes? Okay, final question. Do you guys respect anything at all?
Not a goddamn thing.
You got a deal.
Yeah.
Welcome to the family. Trust Us Productions. Trust us. Can't trust me, you can't trust us. I love it, I love it, I love it. Go, go, go!
They're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup, and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying
it's opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
Who's Dame Dash?
My beef was with Lior because I think he's a fake CEO and I think he's fronting on my culture, but he can't front on anybody else. And I'm calling him out publicly, and I want him to stop trying to rape my culture. Go make some money with some other people. Like, stop having your agenda be hip hop. People that they don't even care about and make money from them. Yeah, just get money in their culture. Let them do it. Let's let the violence stay there. But they don't let their culture feel it. But they make money from it.
I got people to feed.
I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga. I'ma fuck your bitch. I'ma kill this nigga.
Oh, you want me to be real? Can I be real? All right, I'll be real with you, my guy. So, end of the day, if you want to make a record about killing animals, they not gonna play that. They not gonna push that. You want to make a record about, raping women, they not gonna play that. But you want to make a record about killing your own people or selling drugs to them, funny, they'll let us play that.
Now, you hate rappers.
Yes. They never get out of character. They promote number violence and killing of another nigga. Every black woman he talk about is a bitch. Now these niggas getting to the point where they don't even like their mama sound like no more in the lyrics. They some unruly characters, homie. And they a bad representation and a misrepresentation to children. And they don't give a fuck.
I directed a bunch of rappers, people like Gucci Mane, Snoop Dogg, Lil Yachty, the list goes on and on and on, okay? I learned a lot of things. Here's the truth. The truth is this: a bunch of young black male rappers keep dying. You know who's not dying? record executives, the record executives that push for them to continue to make songs and create a culture that is obsessed with death, drugs, and sex. Period. The industry is obsessed with it, but those record executives, they're not dying because they don't push this culture on their own people, but they're encouraging you to push it on yours, and they're paying you handsomely to do it.
I got a business to run.
You're going to make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
A culture vulture is someone who comes from outside of a culture and makes profit by promoting negativity into a world that they aren't from. Most record label executives aren't from the black community. It's a business. Everyone can participate. But when multi-billion-dollar corporations from outside of your community promote death to the masses, a true civil rights violation is taking place. Record labels own a large portion of the black community's collective conscience. Power over the mind. People have attempted to wake them up for generations, and they ignore us. If spending billions of dollars promoting evil to the black community for decades isn't a civil rights violation, then I don't know what is. Some artists have even spoken out, calling the music business a demonic industry.
Because Atlanta is a demonic industry that I chose to be a part of. You gotta understand, using me as entertainment, and this shit becomes self-destruction too.
Some claim that the music industry is literally demonic, theorizing about artists selling their souls for record deals. I don't think it's that literal. The closest you could get to selling your soul is agreeing to continually promote negativity because it sells. Record labels understand this, so anything that could move the community forward is met with apathy. That in itself is true evil. What type of self-respecting businessman are you? The vultures are picking away at our bones while ignoring our cries for help, but change is on the way. Fatal error. There is hope. A new reality is being made available. We're standing on the brink of an entirely new dimension. This is the promised land. Crime rates will drop drastically throughout the entire nation, saving countless lives for generations to come. The mass awakening that's starting will function like a rising wave of consciousness that inspires healing in every area of life. The effects of this mass awakening will reach far past hip-hop culture and the black community. The house was on fire, and our own people were fanning the flames. In this new reality, those same people will help us put out the fire. I'm talking about a revolutionary change unlike any we've seen for generations. But we need your help. Fatal Error is just the first step in a multi-tiered plan to massively resolve the issue. We need this to go viral. Share this everywhere. Make posts about Fatal Error all across social media. Make noise. Once Fatal Error has blown up, the next step will be carried out. And to any record labels or executives who are having a change of heart, or anyone who can help with the mission, message us directly at fixthefatalerror@gmail.com. Future generations will look back to this era as one of the most revolutionary moments of all time. Let's fix the fatal error.
You had the money and power to show us any reality that you wanted, and you chose to put your effort behind promoting our destruction. You sat on your throne, rich and well-fed, ignoring those who called for change. But now your reign is coming to an end. The masses are waking up to the evil influence that you've wielded for generations. This is a time of judgment, and you've been found guilty. Either make an immediate change and help put out the fire, or spend the rest of your life on the wrong side of one of the greatest awakenings to ever occur. As always, we come in peace, but enemies of peace will be treated as enemies of peace. Are you an enemy of peace?
In order for us to shift the culture in a revolutionary way, we have to radically change. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Hey, yo, who let this nigga on stage? Shut your ass up. Off the stage.
Program your brain. We 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 program